If you had to take a bullet for somebody else in the band, who would it be?
Like which member?
Yeah, which member? Like you're all getting shot at the same time, except for except for you individually, and you got to save someone.
Hold on, I can answer this easily, dude. I would jump behind a tire, dude. I'm not jumping in front of anybody in this band, dude.
I think that's pretty hard to say. I mean, we don't necessarily, like or dislike each other more than each other. Certain people probably have different answers, but, that's just because, me and Misha have been in the band together for almost 3 years now, whereas, Sean's been in the band for a month. Yeah. So, if we had been, this group of friends for, 5 years, it'd probably be a much more interesting question, but, I mean,
I can tell you who I'd jump behind.
If you want to. Go ahead.
No. I would jump behind Jack in a heartbeat.
But those kids love each other like brothers, so it's probably more of a...
I don't know. If everybody was getting shot, dude, I think I'd be too busy freaking out to, save anybody. I was like, no!
Very true.
So you guys are generating a lot of buzz on the internet with your cover of I'm on a Boat. How did that come about, and what was the whole process with that?
We had talked about a cover for, what?
For a long time.
Like a year and a half or something like that. And, I've always been, I don't know. Covers are just everybody knows this. It's no secret that covers are a way to get attention, to get plays, to get people looking at your band and to associate you with something that's already caught people's attention. You know what I mean? So it's a fairly easy way just to get people into you. And I don't know, I've never accepted that kind of cheap promotion myself, but all the rest of the guys were really wanted, and we went through a couple of I would say we learned at least 5 covers throughout a year and a half, and we never recorded any of them or never played any of them live, just because it didn't feel completely right. You know what I mean? And then one day we were just sitting at Chili's, just brainstorming, and
kind of came up as more of a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we wanted to go through radio singles, and we're like, oh, this song. I guess it'd be kind of cool, but everybody knew us as that kind of crazy band, that funny band that kind of jokes around a ton on stage. So we figured that, well, Misha actually brought up the idea of I'm on a Boat, and we were like, no, that's way too out there, that nobody would take that seriously, they think it'd be stupid. And we talked about it and talked to our manager about it and our label, and everybody kind of seemed to think it'd be a good idea, and we recorded it and really liked how it came out. And we still had that thought in the back of our heads by the time it released, is this going to be too much, or is this going to be kind of dumb? But, I think releasing it with the appropriate reasoning behind it of releasing it on our page, fans really liked it. And, ever since then, touring on it and playing it, people really dig it. So it kind of worked out definitely in our advantage.
We definitely saw a weird, small percentage of our fans kind of backlash at the swearing. Because we don't swear in any of our songs, and we don't. I do swear profusely on stage quite a bit, but who doesn't? You get up there and you're just you got to get people hyped to hear you, and it's kind of hard when you're jolly gosh, guys, you guys ready to rock and roll? So it was to have it recorded. You know what I mean? Even my mom she loves our band, and she listened to it and she was it's too much swearing. But now she comes to the shows and she's front row screaming every word. It's just so. And they were actually, the other guys on the tour were joking about it because she came out to our show and was singing. They saw her mouthing all the words, but she wouldn't mouth the cuss words, just out of, I don't know, some sort of respect. But then as she was we were all hanging out afterwards, we're eating, and she was leaving to go home, and as she's driving by, she's playing it nice and loud and just screams out I'm on a boat, motherfucker, and just peels off, and everybody was just what? Yeah, so.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, swearing, I don't know, swearing's weird. Some people get they got really upset about it. They were I really respected you guys, and then when you did that, it's just come on, man, have a sense of humor.
Speaking of your tour, we did an interview earlier in the day with Marilyn is Dead, one of the bands that you're on tour with, also some awesome dudes. Yeah. And we heard about some hijinks that were going on the tour. So let's talk a little bit about that.
tour pranks, you mean?
Let's just say we heard about a certain game that is played on the tour.
Time to make letter B nationwide. Letter B is just like every hometown, every like group of kids has like their game that they play that includes like damaging other people for fun. And the one I had back home was called Letter B, and the game consists of if you say a word starting with the letter B, you have to say letter B afterwards, or everyone around you that's playing the game punches you until you say letter B. And the beauty of the game is not like the first hour of like, oh, I'm completely aware of this game right now. And you know what I mean? Like everybody's just kind of watching what they say. It's like the next morning when everyone forgets and we're like at breakfast or something like that. And like, man, dude, that bacon sandwich was so good. And everybody just starts like drilling them like so hard. And they're like, oh, what? Letter B. And then it got like really out of hand the second day because
Everybody started getting so mad.
yeah, because I'm really good at the game because I played it like in my childhood, and so I would just like sneak around like waiting for somebody to say it, and I just like drill them in the side. Nobody could catch me. Like I was like really quick at saying it, so like everyone was getting hit but me, but everyone was after me, and it created like this animosity with everyone on tour. Like when they were having conversations and they saw me walking up, they would just immediately stop talking until I went away. And Maryland is Dead had a merch guy, Eric, who's an awesome dude, but just like got so frustrated at like losing at this game, like just getting punched randomly, just hated it so much. So he decided to like take on the game, and like he would just let me hit him, and he wasn't gonna say letter B. So I'm just like drilling this guy like as hard as I can, just destroying his arm, and he's just like adamant, like, no, I'm not giving up, you know what I mean? But then he got this like look in his eye, like, if you punch me about 5 more times, this game is over and we're going at it. So we stopped, like we separated, and I was like, okay guys, just out of the peace for the tour, no more letter B. But it was beautiful because like 3 days later, everyone's arms were just like the rainbow, just like so colorful. And his was literally, I have a picture of it on my phone. It's just from here to here. All of that was just gone. Just like a huge bruise with like greens and purples and all that stuff. It was pretty gross. Agreed. It's agreed beforehand. Like everybody has to be under the understanding that we're playing, and now we're not playing. Yeah. So if you had started punching me, I would have fought you.
Well, that would have been a memorable story. Come for interview, get a fight instead.
Nice awkward silence. Fight would have been awkward.
So is there anything else coming up in the future that we should expect from you guys that you want to let everybody know?
I got one. Just recorded a music video for last Saturday. We're going to be doing a lot of cross-promotion with that and preparing to release it. We've got a whole new MySpace layout coming up, all new promos, just like showing like, you know, we're ready, we're coming out with new stuff, we're moving in a new direction, and we are like me personally, the rest of the band likes the video, but I'm not the last Saturday video, I'm referring to the same thing we did every night, Pinky. I wasn't really fond of that video. Like it's not bad to me, but it wasn't like my favorite video. Not something I don't think represented us in the greatest light. But this new video, I'm so incredibly proud of that we were a part of it, and the guys who did it were just incredible dudes, like friends of ours, and they really put their hearts into it, and it just came out so awesome. Because the story of the video is the story of the song, which is it was the last Saturday in January before school started. So me and my friends went out to the beach, watched the sunrise together, just had a great time together. It was just like one of the most memorable nights of my life. And we actually went out and did that for the video as the storyline. So it was just basically us having fun with our friends, and they just videotaped the whole thing, and it was really sweet. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And then what other new stuff? Is that about it?
Just keep on a lookout for new tour dates.
Yeah,
Honestly about it.
new tours.
Let everybody know where we can check you out.
You can reach us at myspace.com/BroadwayFL. We have a Twitter, twitter.com/BroadwayBand. If you need to email us for anything, don't check our MySpace because it's the wrong email.
I just.
Oh, you fixed it?
actually.
Okay, never mind. It's on the MySpace.
If you guys, just because I do know it, it's the YouTube channel is Broadway Television. If you guys want to check out any updates that we do, yes.
We have a YouTube channel.
And that should be about it.
Well, I'm Dan for 10 Minute Rule. These have been the guys at Broadway.